Hey, what's up, everybody? It's JayViper here, and we have another, yes, yet another sweet baby disaster on our hands. This Unknown 9 Awakening is getting absolutely decimated on Steam, like no one's playing it, and the only people that are, it looks like they got it for free. Let's get into this right after you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crowd in awe.
So we're going to start over at that Park Place where they got an article that says Sweet Baby Inc. infected Unknown 9 Awakening performs worse than Concord, only manages 169 peak concurrent players. Now, this number has changed. It has gone up. It is zooming up the charts, absolutely flying up the charts right now. We'll check that out a little later in the video. And don't worry, it's not flying up the charts at all. So first things first, what is this game even about? Well, basically, it's just this character right here, and it kind of is trying to be like an Assassin's Creed, but the stealth is really bad and the gameplay is really, really clunky. The characters are basic, the actual levels are pretty boring and bland. This game has nothing really going for it, and it all starts with Sweet Baby Inc. So, leading up to release, we knew that these numbers were bad. So once again, leading up to release, we had insight into how it's doing on pre-orders. Starting Craig let us know that his retail insider, who has access to the 800 plus big box stores, pre-order numbers tell him that Unknown 9 Awakening had a total of 46 pre-orders, but 12 were canceled. So it was actually just 34 across 800 stores. That is insanely bad. So not only are gamers not playing the game, but those who did play it are not impressed at all, as the game has mostly negative reviews on Steam. So let's jump on over to Steam and check out the reviews. And it's sitting at 28% positive right now. So basically 3 out of 4 people dislike the game. So up here we can see a positive one, a negative, negative, positive, positive, negative. So this is a theme we're going to see a lot. People got this game for free included with hardware that they purchased. For this one, you got the game free because I got a new CPU and gave it a try before AMD sent me an email about this being included in what I got for free alongside Space Marine 2. Yeah, so that's one thing, is this was bundled with Space Marine 2 as well, so they got both. I didn't even know that this game was a thing, and honestly, it should have stayed that way. The faces are clunky, the enemies just stiff up and fall like figurines when defeated. Ran okay, but during transitions, the game almost blew itself up. Honestly, the game feels and looks like it mid-development with no polish. Should have cooked for at least another year. Save your money, this sucks. Wow, just wow. I got this game for free with an AMD GPU purchase. And even then, I feel like I want a game refund. This combat feels like it is from 2005, as well as a lack of facial expressions. The eyes just stare straight ahead, and it is quite disturbing. The combat is woeful. Just dodge and hit. Stealth works the best, but it rarely stays that way. And over here, I received this game for free when I purchased an RX 7800 XT. I played long enough to finish the first chapter. I have never been so bored after an hour of playing time. I immediately uninstalled and downloaded the Pixel remake of Final Fantasy 1 and played that instead. Some PS2 era combat and stealth. I want a refund for my CPU now. So this is another person who got it for free, and you just see it again and again. They got it for free. The game's bad. Luckily, for what it seems like is a few of them at least got Space Marine 2 as well, which is a fantastic game. And if you haven't played that, try it out. Titus is amazing in that game. And just rolling through these, it's negative review after negative review. I can only see 3 positive reviews. And over here, it says there's now 115 reviews, and out of that, 23% of the 115 reviews are positive. So 1 in 4 people actually like this. Let's check out a positive review. It's actually quite good once you get past the prologue and enter chapter 1. Oh, so they put the polish in after chapter 1? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, the glory of AA game, the bizarre world of jank, graphical fidelity that feels a generation or two behind, and weird gameplay ideas that, while not always perfect or fully explored to their potential, still don't fail to give some enjoyment. This is a world of hidden gems. That said, I'm not going to be hyperbolic here. Unknown 9 isn't necessarily a hidden gem, but at the same time, I would so far generally hesitate in calling it bad either. This person seems like they're trying to not call the game bad, even though it's bad. And they just keep writing, and honestly, no, we're not going to read this. So let's hop on over to SteamDB and see how our girl's doing. Okay, and a little refresh action. Oh, it actually just went down. Okay, so 178 people are playing right now. The peak that was mentioned in that Park Place article was over here, 169 on the day of release. It did go up to 285, but right now, as you can see, it's Saturday. It went up, and it's already trickling down. It's not looking too good. And if we look over here about how many purchases, we're talking 1.2 to 1.5K purchases. No one bought this game. No one was interested in this game. There was really nothing appealing about it from beginning to end. The characters looked bland. The what little we could see of the combat looked bad. So let's take a quick peek at the character, okay? So this is the character, Haruna. Does she look familiar? Maybe a little bit. You're like, oh, I feel like I've seen this person before. Well, you have. Let me show you who it actually is. So it's Anya Chalotra. You'll know her from The Witcher. I don't think anyone has any complaints about how she looks, but for some reason, when they went to make her in the game, they decided to use this version of Anya instead of the normal version that you would see every day and would have no complaints about. I don't know why games continue to do this with women. You see them take men and put them one for one in the game, but the women, they always do this too. I mean, this is an ongoing thing. We've seen this. They try to tell us, oh, this isn't happening. Oh, they aren't doing this to women. You just want to see beautiful women that you can bang and blah, 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 and you need it for porn. This is what they always say. But what we see with our eyes is they keep doing this to women again and again. Star Wars did it with the main character there, but they didn't do it to Cal Kestis, did they? No, they did not. We see this again and again, and we know it's happening no matter what they say. So not only that, but the game runs like absolute garbage. Now, this is Hypno playing just the other day. This is about 30 minutes into tutorial. And he has already had some issues trying to use this area. This is progression. He cannot get up.
It's supposed to let me boost her up there.
He needs to get pulled up by this person where you like go into them and they boost you up. And then you go end up at the top.
Bro.
But it's not working. You cannot progress. This is a progression bug where he cannot progress. He had to restart from here in order to keep playing the game.
Are you serious?
That's how great this game's working.
Already?
This is Sweet Baby Inc.'s involvement right here, okay? This game was confirmed to have been worked on by Sweet Baby Inc. by the Shorty Awards. An entry for the game listed Sweet Baby Inc. co-founders David Bedard and Kim Belair in the game's credits. Bedard is credited as the brand content manager at Reflector Entertainment Ltd. Limited, while Belair is credited as the story architect at Sweet Baby Inc. Here's Bedard, and here's Kim Belair. She's the story architect. This woman, we all know, has no idea how to write a story. She has no creativity in any single bone in her body, but people keep hiring her to do things like create a story. I don't know what you're doing or when companies are going to figure this out. You don't want Sweet Baby or any other DEI firm anywhere near your product. They will not help you, okay? If something happens down the road where you've made a mistake, and in the game, people are like, oh my God, this is bad. You can patch it out and say sorry. These people will not save you from embarrassment. They will only kill your game and make it more bland and boring. So I think it's interesting to compare this issue right here with what the Steam reviews are saying. People are saying that the story's bad, the characters are bad, and a lot of people are saying, well, I never even heard of this game. Well, who is in charge of those two things? Again, brand content manager was Bedard, and the story architect was Kim Belair. These two people were in critical roles with this game, and those roles failed spectacularly. So, Unknown 9 Awakening joins an ever-growing list of video games that are commercial failures after Sweet Baby Inc. touches them. The most well-known, Suicide Squad, killed the Justice League. I mean, that was a complete bomb. This game should have had 500,000 concurrent players. It should have been an incredible game, but Sweet Baby Inc. absolutely went through and took an ugly hammer to everyone that they could touch. They hurt that story. They made it uninteresting. They made men useless and weak. I mean, this was Sweet Baby fingerprints all over this game. They destroyed that game. Discovery had to take a $200 million impairment charge on that game after it failed following its release in February. Other Sweet Baby Inc. failures include Flintlock, Siege of Dawn, Tales of Kinzara's Out, which, by the way, that company just fired everybody like yesterday or the day before because they were telling us, oh no, the sales are actually really good. You're all liars, but they weren't. We knew they weren't. We could see the numbers. No one played this game. No one wanted this game. And now everyone is not working on this game or at the company because they fired everyone because the game's a failure. And Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew. Now, as a small tangent, Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew has a very interesting tale. This company shut down, or at least announced it shut down, before the game even released. because pre-order numbers were so bad. So here we go. It actually topped out at 3,930. Shadow Gambit actually had a really great history of previous games with really great gameplay. And I actually played this game beginning to end. I thought the game itself was fantastic because the gameplay was absolutely excellent. And even though Sweet Baby Inc. worked on it, I still suggest the game because the story, yeah, it was infected. And for sure, the lead was infected. As you could tell right away, she didn't seem to fit. Her story narrative was a little strange and it seemed forced at times. And before I even knew Sweet Baby worked on it, I'm like, what's going on with Sophia Monacato? Like, why is she like this? Like, this seems really weird and forced the way she acted in the game. And also the Cannoneer, she was very strange too. And when I read a little more on it, and Sweet Baby absolutely had a lot to do with the main character. I mean, this is basically a Kim Belair self-insert, which makes a lot of sense. Anyway, tangent over. So let's just do a quick compare. So now we've peaked around 285 with Unknown 9 Awakening, and Concord peaked at 697, and this game bombed. Now, I understand one thing is that Unknown 9, this is a AA game. This game did not cost anything close to what it cost to make Concord. But they did not want to see numbers like this. No, this is not good at all. You're not making money if you're selling 1,500 is a high side. These are poor numbers. So that's all I've got for you all today. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Is Sweet Baby the savior, or are they absolutely destroying games, giving it the kiss of death again and again? Because I kind of feel like it's the last thing there. But you let me know if I'm absolutely out of my mind. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I can see you on the next one. Love you, me to pieces. Bye, everybody.
He's owning every game.